Vladimir Putin has invited Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Russia next year, saying it would give them an opportunity to discuss all current issues and talk about the outlook for the development of bilateral relations. The Russian president hailed the growth in trade turnover with India as he met with New Delhi's foreign minister on Wednesday. Speaking during the meeting with Jaishankar in Moscow, Putin said the growth in the volume of trade between the two nations over the last 9 months has already exceeded the entire growth last year. The Indian foreign minister also highlighted the progress in trade, stating turnover had exceeded $50 billion. During the talks, Putin also said that he would inform India's top diplomat about the situation in Ukraine.
I know Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's desire to do everything to resolve the conflict in Ukraine through peaceful means. Now, we will discuss this in more detail and inform you further. I know that my colleagues have probably already talked about this. However, we will further inform you about the situation.
Jaishankar meanwhile confirmed that Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi planned to visit Russia next year. He also said an agreement was signed between the two countries in the nuclear sector. Construction of the first 2 units began nearly 2 decades ago as part of a project signed by both countries.
Certainly, Mr. President, he looks forward to visiting Russia next year, and I'm sure that we will find a date which is mutually convenient from the political calendar of both countries. So it is certainly something that he looks forward to.
Earlier in Moscow, the Indian foreign minister met his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov. The Russian foreign minister described India and Russia as reliable partners. Jaishankar said the relationship between the two countries was strong and steady. He added that there have been frequent meetings between Moscow and New Delhi officials this year, including interactions at international platforms such as G20, SCO, ASEAN and BRICS. Reportedly, and most importantly, Russia and India held discussions over joint weapons production. Lavrov said both nations had made concrete moves forward in this area and stressed the cooperation was strategic in nature.
We discussed the prospects for military technical cooperation, including the joint production of modern types of weapons. Here too, there are concrete moves forward. Our interaction in this direction is also strategic in nature. Its deepening corresponds to the national interests of our states, the interest of maintaining security on the Eurasian continent.
Lavrov also outlined Russia was ready to support New Delhi in producing military products within the framework of the Make in India initiative. There is synergy between Russia's pivot to the east and India's own flagship initiatives such as Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India.